Hi, welcome to this episode of The Daily. My name is Brendan Malone. Well, there's one thing that the Olympics have revealed to us well and truly, without a doubt, and that is that modern feminism has a glaring hypocrisy problem, and it is being perpetrated by its adherents who exist in the mainstream media. Let me give you the proof from the Olympics. First of all, let's have a look. This is from Slate magazine. Wives broadcast delays in swimming like a man. Are the Olympics sexist? There's a link to an article, which all seems very reasonable, until you read this, which also came from Slate. US male gymnasts want to compete topless. Who are we to stop them? Or what about this one from Cosmopolitan? Confirmed, men who objectify women are effing horrible. Okay, and then you read this from Cosmopolitan again about the Olympics. 36 summer Olympic bulges that deserve gold. Brendan, you don't understand though. It's only objectification and it's only sexism and it's only wrong if men objectify women. But when women objectify men, that's empowerment and that's equality because reasons. More reasons. Don't be misogynistic. I'm right, you're wrong. Oh, what about this one from the Daily Mail? Mexican gymnast who weighs just 99 pounds is targeted by vicious body shamers in cruel tweets labelling her fat and comparing her to a pig. But then on the exact same day, the Daily Mail publishes this. Breathe in. Remember Eric the eel? Meet Rebel the whale. Ethiopian swimmer displays a very unathletic paunch for 100 metres and finishes last by half a lap. Brendan, once again, you don't understand it. It's not body shaming if you attack the body of a man. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's just not because reasons. Or what about this one from The Cut? The media's Olympics coverage reminds us just how taxing it is to be a female athlete. But then The Cut also goes and publishes this: Your Guide to Gratuitous Male Objectification at the Olympics. Brendan, I don't think you understand. Gratuitous objectification is bad, except when women are doing it, because feminism. Yeah? Think about it. Oh, what about this one from the beloved Huffington Post? The media is saying and doing a bunch of sexist stuff at Rio 2016. And then this one from the Huffington Post in Canada. Tonga flag bearer distracted us from writing a good headline. And then we had this incident.
Now, Peter, while they're oiling you down, you've had a lot of setbacks coming. Okay. You've had a lot of injuries, a lot of stuff's happened. You had trouble getting here.
Yeah, it took me 20 years just to...
Go on, we're listening. We are listening. Tell us more.
It took me 20 years.
You know, there are children watching, so Peter, thank you so much.
And you know what makes this absurdity circus even more absurd? While all of that glaring hypocrisy and double standard is going on in the media, we have feminists who are calling out the headline of an article which points out that a female athlete who won bronze at the Olympics in a lesser followed sport, which doesn't have a big popular following at all, the headline dared to point out that she is married to a lineman who plays for the really well-known and very popular Chicago Bears team. That's not sexism. It's human interest. Headlines are supposed to pique your human interest. They are supposed to arouse your curiosity so you want to read more. And this headline is a classic example of a successful and well-written headline. When I first saw that headline, my thought was not, oh yeah, she couldn't have won that without her husband. Oh yeah, she's nothing without a man in her life. That's not what I thought. The first thing I thought was, wow, two athletes, world-class athletes in the same family. I want to read more. And so I did. It piqued my interest. And here's the funny thing. Everyone who's attacking this headline and claiming it's misogynistic and rah, what you are failing to see is that she is competing and participating in a sport that does not have a very big following at all. If people had just read a headline with her name and a bronze medal in it, unless you're a die-hard Olympics fan or someone who follows trap shooting, which is a very small minority of people, you're probably not going to read the story. and learn much more about her. But if you read a headline that indicates that she is married to a member of the Chicago Bears, that piques your interest, and a lot more men are now likely to know who she is and know what sport she competes in and learn about how successful she's been at the Olympics. It's actually helped to empower her. It's actually given her more coverage than she would have got otherwise. And that's not sexism, by the way. It's just because she's competing in a sport that just doesn't have a very big following. It's not a popular sort of sport. The thing that these inconsistencies and absurdities really highlight and tend to suggest to me is that for a lot of modern feminists, they aren't really living a principled ideology. It's not really about egalitarian behaviour and equality. If it was, you wouldn't have this glaring double standard. Instead, what it seems to be is that a lot of feminists are just interested in weaponising feminism and using it against men. They just want a blunt instrument that they can whack over the head of every man around them because they think that men are responsible for all the ills in the world. How else can you explain this glaring double standard where feminists, on the one breath, are calling out what they claim is misogyny and objectification and etc., 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 and then in the other breath are doing those exact same things themselves to men? Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on The Daily.